Let's stay in San Francisco and join Sara Stinson. She's a reporter with KRON4 News, and she joins us live now from the San Francisco Bay Area. The situation for you in San Francisco is perhaps not as bad as elsewhere, but just outline the restrictions that San Francisco is living under.
San Francisco, if you compare it to other counties and other cities in the state, isn't as bad numbers-wise, but it is bad in terms of how we're handling it. We are definitely on the verge of locking down in the city, and the mayor has been waiting to announce that. We're kind of just all waiting for this announcement. But at the same time, our California governor, Gavin Newsom, he's also considering a shelter-in-place order, very similar to what Los Angeles is doing, but more intense. So a lot is looming here, but it's because our cases are just rapidly rising out of control.
And is it your view that the way in which people are dealing with it in San Francisco kind of mirrors what we've just heard from the professor, that there is a kind of mixture of some people wearing masks, others not? What's been your experience when you wander around the city?
I would say San Francisco is one of the best cities in terms of wearing masks. Everyone has taken that seriously for months now, compared to, especially if we compare it to Los Angeles. I went down there to see a friend, and no one was wearing a mask. In fact, people in Orange County, which is a county that's suffering right now, people were judging me for wearing a mask. So quite different in terms of the norm. In San Francisco, if someone's not wearing a mask, you will be judged for not wearing a mask, and people will, say, where is your mask? You can't go into any store without it. So I would say definitely what I've seen is people abiding by that.
And when you say people ask, where is your mask, is it being just generally policed by other citizens?
Yeah, definitely, especially in the Bay Area, Northern California. If that's something that people will do, they care genuinely about this, and wearing a mask is something that we all consider to be mandatory because it is. Our state has required everyone to wear a mask.
And does it feel to you that it's been a real shock for people, that there's been another surge, or did they feel that it was fine for them to carry on doing what they're doing? And I'm thinking beyond San Francisco now.
Well, what happened was we were all saying, winter's coming, a second wave is coming, and we said, potentially it could happen. But what we didn't know is what is happening now, which is way worse than the first wave, if you will. Earlier this year, when we were sheltered in place, we were expecting, all of our good behavior, staying at home, wearing the mask, we're all going to be okay. But unfortunately, now we're seeing the worst case scenario, numbers that we've never seen before, breaking and shattering state records, and our country is seeing very grim updates daily. I mean, as you guys reported, 2,700 Americans died yesterday of the coronavirus. That's hard to even fathom. So it's been very hard. The thing that I will say is Governor Gavin Newsom, he tweeted out, projections show the state could run out of ICU beds by Christmas Eve. And that is a very, very grim thought.
Sara Stinson, reporter with KRON4 News, joining us live from the San Francisco Bay Area. Thanks for being with us here on NewsHour. Let's speak now to Dr.